always there for me.
There's no doubt that Sweet Tooth is one of the more powerful and versatile enemies in the game. The well-known star of Twisted Metal has both melee attacks and some projectiles to keep his approach well-rounded, and he's also able to build up meter very quickly. That's all the better when you consider that Sweet Tooth happens to have some extremely useful super attacks at his disposal. Many of Sweet Tooth's most powerful attacks are mapped to the square button. Mash square on its own, and Sweet Tooth will utilize his sharpened machete. Press towards your enemy while using square to body check him to the ground, leaving him temporarily vulnerable. Down in square is a great kick move to use if you want to stun and knock over your enemy, while up in square lets Sweet Tooth punch a target into the air, which can be followed up with a meter building juggle for devastating results. The triangle button, when used on its own without any analog stick movement, lets Sweet Tooth twirl around his trusty chainsaw. Down in triangle lets Sweet Tooth wield his shotgun, shooting a nearby enemy in the knees and forcing him to the ground. And you can even launch a projectile version of Sweet Tooth's machete by pressing up in triangle, though it's pretty hard to accurately aim. Towards in triangle, on the other hand, is a real tour de force, a shotgun blast to the chest that sends an enemy flying backwards while steadily building Sweet Tooth's meter. Sweet Tooth's head is perpetually on fire, making his ability to breathe fire with the circle button unsurprising. Pressing towards an enemy while hitting circle keeps the fire motif going with the toss of a Molotov cocktail, which can be charged by holding down circle before tossing. Down in circle creates an awesome explosion at the feet of an enemy which launches them in the air. Convenient, since up in circle can keep them in the air for a juggle by letting Sweet Tooth breathe some fire in an upward direction. Sweet Tooth also totes a versatile set of super attacks. His level 1 attack, TNT Tag, must be used at close range. But when Sweet Tooth affixes TNT to an enemy and kicks them away, there's a chance that foe will collide with another character, taking him to the grave along with him. Death by Missile, his level 2 attack, can be hard to aim, but clustered enemies will all be killed by it if they aren't careful. And then there's the level 3 Assault, which turns Sweet Tooth into a mech. This can rack up some serious kills, though the mech is admittedly cumbersome and difficult to maneuver and turn around.